Hey, it's CJ here. Welcome back into True Point of Creation and another one of my experimental collage videos. Now this will still be like a quick collage because I'm just going to do a little quick experiment. I'm not really sure how this is going to turn out, so I figured I'd call it one of my experimental videos and then we'll just go ahead and put together the rest of the collage. So it should still be that start to finish collage project, but I'm going to do a little experiment at the beginning. I don't know how it's going to turn out, so that's why I'm calling it an experiment because I've never done it before. But I figured it'd be fun. I just kind of wanted to do this because I had this idea. I have a song to put in the background of the time-lapse video. We're filming it as a time-lapse, so there'll always be a short to go along with our long-form video, and you can always go check that out, and you'll get that quick transformation in under 1 minute. But we're going to go ahead in this video and try to do a little experiment. See if we can make it come together. If it don't work out, nobody needs to know about it. You keep it a secret. It's between me and you, okay? So I have this piece of paper right here. I just want to try to cut something out of it. Now here's the thing. I don't have no stencils. I've never done any stencil cutting. I don't really know. I want to cut a snake out of this. Just to go ahead and give up the secret. I want to try to cut a snake out of this, like an S though, not just like a regular coiled snake. I want to try to make an S out of here. And it should all make sense, especially once you hear the song. It'll definitely make sense, but I don't really know how it's going to turn out. All I can do is imagine in my mind what a snake's head looks like. Maybe put the tongue in it. Maybe I'll put the tongue in it and then see if I could do an S without getting this text in it. I don't really mind if the gold gets in it. Hopefully I don't mind. I don't really know how that's gonna look, but by that time the snake's kind of thinning out, you know. So if like the head starts here and then it comes around and then down, yeah, something like that. I think you'll probably get some of this gold in it, but maybe not. I just want it to kind of form like an S shape, but I'm not really sure if that's going to work out with this text on here. I have a couple other black pieces of paper that are big like this, and we could try to use those as well. Maybe I have a couple backups just in case, you know, but I don't have that many, so we better try to do our best here at the beginning. So now what I'm going to do is try to cut a snake out of this. I'm not really sure how I'm going to do that, so let's just go ahead and jump into it. I'm just guessing here. I don't know. This is the experimental part of it, and then we'll get into collaging with it too. But I'm thinking if I do something like this, and then maybe inward like where his eyes would be, and then outward like that, and then pull it back in. I'm going to be fading from the microphone and stuff with this one. Let's see if I can maybe do something like this. Just trying to imagine what a snake's what a snake looks like here. It should come into play in the song like I was saying before. So I'm gonna give him like that, you know, pointed, you know, that typical snake tongue. Let's see if we can get it to look right. Yeah, I think I kind of messed up that tongue right there. We'll see how that looks. Let's see if I can do the same roundabout thing. We're gonna go out and down where his eyes would go, and then make it a little fatter, and then come in right there. Okay, that's something. Now from here, I want to try to maybe make his body like go around. Okay, so I'm trying to loop around the text right here. We'll see if it works. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is go ahead and stop maybe right around here, just so then I can see what the back end of it's gonna look like. Hopefully this looks right. I'm not really sure what's happening here. I think might get a little fatter around the back turn here. It's coming apart on me. Cold-hearted. So now I'm just trying to look at the distance of what's gonna happen here. I'm not sure. Not really sure what's happening right now. Oh, he's getting skinnier. Let's see. Whoop. Do I want to try to not get this gold in there? Because the gold could mess it up. So I'm kind of wondering if I come up a little bit. And this is going to be the outer part, right? This is the outer part. I don't know. I'm asking you like you can answer or something, but not really sure. Oh. Doing a turn the lane, and now we're going to try to pick back up with it and not go into the gold. I thought I could use the gold, but I'm gonna do something like that potentially. I don't know. I've watched some National Geographic before, but I don't really know how this is turning. He's gonna get a little skinny down here. I think that's Kind of what a snake does, right? He's a little fatter at the top, a little skinnier at the bottom. Oh, little twisty turn. I think I kind of messed that turn up, but we're gonna go and connect his snake. He's not a rattlesnake. He's not a rattlesnake. He doesn't rattle tails. Boom. Let's see. Did it work? Here's the experiment. Can you see it in the camera? Did it work? Look at that. Okay, fall on out of there now. You come on out of there now. Oh, he's a snake, but it does not look like an S. I mean, it kind of looks like an S. I don't know. Here, I'll let you see. Let me get it closer to the camera. He has a little tongue there. His tongue is not perfect, but he's not perfect either because we had to loop around the text and then we had to bring it in. I guess it's got a big S feel to it. That's kind of cool. I mean, I think it looks pretty cool. I think it doesn't look horrible. I wonder if we can cut maybe a smaller one out of it. That would be kind of cool. Shoot, we got to try to do that again. I don't know if I could do that again. I don't know. He looks like a snake. I mean, for me never doing it before. He's been trick-or-treating. All right, we're about to get it. We're about to see our secondary snake. I don't know. He's got a really fat head. He's got a super fat head. He don't look like an S either, but he looks like a snake. There's a snake there somewhere. I mean, it's kind of snake-ish. You know, for me trying it before, I never tried it before. So, I don't know. Oh, should I try another one? Probably not. I think we pushed it on our snakes, but you can see we cut out a snake here. We cut out a snake here. I don't know. They're just supposed to incorporate into this collage, and hopefully it makes sense. That was experimental. I guess everything's just an experiment with me. Not really sure if that's going to be the background, and I'm not sure if this piece is going to be part of it, but check it out. Now, those are some pumps. Those are some really serious pumps right there, right, ladies? Those are pretty vicious. I want that. I'm going to keep the knife. I'm not going to keep the reflection. So I'm going to go ahead and cut that out and not keep the reflection. I don't know if I need this, but I'm going to go ahead and cut it anyway. So here we go. Now those are some sharp stilettos. So I'm going to come up the backside here. Make sure it actually looks like a knife. And get her heels. Now I'm going to come down and around the top. Coming on down. Right over the toe. Oh no. Let's get the toe. The glare is thick and hard to see. Don't cut her big toe off now. Come around the bottom, up the backside. And now I need to try to keep this heel in place. But also, the blade does a little pop out. So stop right there. Stop right there. Come on now. Ooh, went a little far down on that blade. It's okay. I don't think you'll notice that. Only I'll notice that. That's the good thing about having poor image quality. You can't see the details I mess up on. Ooh, it came right out. Look at that. Whoa. Okay, there it is. You look at that now. You can see it now. It's sharp and serious. I'll go with our snakes. Not really sure if I'm going to use it, but I got it. I got it anyway. I was thinking about cutting a snake out of this. It's a little wrinkly. But check that watch out. We need a deal. We need a sponsorship from Chanel J12. That looks pretty cool. I'd wear that watch right there. This is from an older magazine though, so I don't know if they make this one anymore. Anyways, we're going to cut a snake out of that, but I don't really think I need to. And maybe I use it as a background. Well, let me bring the car in first. Oh, you see him. Oh, I gave it up. He's the main character. He's actually in the thumbnail. You would have saw that. He's in the thumbnail. So he's a cold-hearted snake, but we got to look into his eyes. Let's go ahead and cut him on out here. We're going to cut him out real quick like. Oh, pulled right on that. This is actually pretty old magazine here. I believe I got him from an 80s magazine, but I'm not sure. I kind of forget where he came from. I've had him for a while. I was going to use him for quite some time now. And, you know, he's a cold-hearted snake, so don't look into his eyes. He's been telling lies. He's a lover boy at play. He don't play by rules. Girl, don't be the fool now. Okay, we're going to cut him out. His haircut, he's getting a haircut. Welcome to Barber CJ. He's going to give you a nice new haircut. Oh, no. Oh no, he has all the really cool fraying at the top. And I don't like that. I mean, I like his haircut, I like his hairstyle, but what am I gonna do about all the frayed hair in the front? Geez, I didn't think about this. I didn't think it through. You can go ahead and keep it for now and see if I just keep it in there. Whoa, that would be a first. I'm just gonna keep all that background color in there. Maybe, actually maybe if the other one is, if I use the background I was gonna use, it would probably blend in. Let's cut some of that off. Just a couple of them curly waves right there. Get up into his hair here and then pull it down. I don't know. I could cut it that well. I don't know if I could cut it out. Okay, we're going around his strong face now. He got facial structure for days. We're just gonna try to make it. Oh, he's got some eyelashes. You gotta watch out for his eyelashes. I didn't know snakes had eyelashes like that. But his cheekbones and his jaw is sharp. Cut off the hairs on his chinny chin chin. Now we're gonna take the blade to his neck. And cut him down like that. And then cut him over here. Okay, so his hair is weird. Don't wear that cologne. I don't know what that is. His hair is lots of stuff inside of his hair. You could probably even see that in the video. Although the background, it might match with the part of the background I was gonna use. Let me just set him to the side for a minute and we'll deal with this hair in a minute. But here's his ride. Don't you like his ride? It's serious. It's snakish, isn't it? It's kind of snakish. You'll see. Let's go ahead and cut around this real quick. Now, the paper is shinier for this one. The paper is definitely shinier, so hopefully it doesn't clash too much. I like this car. I really like this car. I have other pictures of this car, but this shot from above is really cool. Really, really, really cool. And, you know, just needed some more accent pieces for this quick collage experiment. Don't want to cut off the rear view mirror, or don't want to cut off the side mirrors here, so I'm gonna try to get that detail. Whoa. Okay, that kind of worked. Let's get around the fender. Don't want to cut off the bumper or anything. And now we're around this fender, which there is a shadow, so we got to watch out for that. And we got one more side mirror here we don't want to mess up. Okay, now let's go down this side of the car. Man, this thing just looks like a rocket. It's a fast car. It's not a nice car, but it's a fast car. Down to the trunk. Just don't look in that trunk. Boom, connected. Connected. And there she goes. Look at that beautiful car. Can you see it? Can you see it? It's real fast. It's a real fast car. What do we lose on the other side? Not a whole lot, but we do have some shiny white paper. I don't know what we'd use that for, but we did get our shiny car. This is what I would have done as a kid. Stop sign, stop sign. Oh, you can go. Okay, what else do we have? Okay, we have one more piece over here. This. Now, this is like one of those things that the psychiatrist shows you. What do you see in this picture? It's kind of like looking at the clouds. Do you see it from this side? Do you see it from this side? You drop a comment in this video. Right here's the part you need to comment on. What do you see in this picture? Do you see something? What does it turn? What's that part? What are these? What is that? What is this? What do you see in this image? I want to know what you see in this image. Let your creativity run wild. Y'all are so much more creative than me, and that's why I just love asking y'all these questions. But I need to cut out the white. You know me. I gotta go ahead and cut out this white right here. Here's just this little piece. It's just a little piece, but it's gotta come out. Just this one. We didn't cut out his hair. So if you guys want to hang out for that, we can spend 2 hours on that. I don't want to do it this time. I want to take a break from that. All right, what I'm going to do is cut around this. And that was really bad. That was not good. I'm sitting here messing around, and I'm leaving white behind. The point to cutting out the white is to not leave any white left behind. So now I got to go redo my undoing. Twice as nice. Got that. Now, for the rest of it, let's make sure we're cutting into it, okay? Let's do that so we don't have to come back and do the job twice. This part's a little weird though. It's really tight and I'm about to lose it tonight. Let's keep on going. All right, we're gonna go around and around this splatter. Okay, it gets a little lighter and then it gets a little darker in places, so we don't need to worry about that. We're just gonna let it be what it is. I still wanna know what you're thinking. What do you see in this picture? Kind of strange. It's one of those, like looking at clouds. You know, it's kind of like looking at clouds. Where, like I said, you're on your therapist's couch and they're saying, well, what do you see here? I don't know what they're gaining from that information, but they want to know what you're seeing, and I want to know what you're seeing. Just to see if you're crazy or not. Just see if you're as crazy as me. Or crazier. Oh, that's a tight cut. That's a tight cut. Very hard to get the tight cut. Okay, here's where it's really tricky, and I don't even know if I should keep that. You know what? I'm getting rid of that. I did that. I cut that piece out and everything, but I could see that it's just going to be a hassle. Boom. Does it still look like a splatter? Why don't you get out of the way? Now I forget what magazine this came from. I think it came from the same one as that dude did, but now we have a splatter. What do you see here? What is it that you see? Do you see something different now? I'm not really sure. I see a lot of things, but I want to see what I'm trying to make. So I don't want to think about that. Okay, so the thing is, I was going to cut the snake out of this, but I was also going to use this for the background. But cutting anything out of all these pictures would be really weird and hard, and I like this, so I was going to cut like a V into it, but then I didn't cut a V into it, and then I kind of like it being upside down. So I don't know, I want to try to assemble a few things and see how it comes together. Well, okay, after a couple attempts, I cut his hair off, I did some stuff like that, but this isn't coming together properly, so I'm gonna need to try to mix it up. I think it's time to cut his face in half, because if it doesn't work, at least I did some experiments with his face. So let me go ahead and try to do that. I'm not even sure what's gonna happen right here, so let's see what happens. So I don't really know how I want to cut it. Maybe behind his ears? All the way up his neck, behind his ears, cut his sideburn off, down here, go up and around. We're just sacrificing this picture right now, but it is what it is, you know. If it ain't gonna work, might as well try something new, because it is a collage experiment video after all. So let's go around his ears. Oh, his hair's growing over his ears just a little bit. Okay, and then down. Dramatic, and then up, over his nose, and back, down around. Okay, we gave him that cut. Now he's separated. Look at his mullet. He has a mullet now. It's kind of strange, kind of weird. Maybe I should cut the mullet part off. it's kind of strange. So let's see. What if we took this picture? I was trying to cut some more snakes out of this picture, and they just look cheesy. I mean, I'll be honest with you. It just didn't turn out well. I wanted to have some snakes there, but it's just not working. So let's see if we did something like this and kept this tail. Maybe kept this tail. I don't like his mullet right there. His mullet is silly, but let's see. That piece. Oh, I like that piece. How do we make his head though? Oh, that's cool. That's pretty cool. I like that. Let's see if we can try to cut this, because I already cut a snake out of this. So how do I cut this where it's like rounding off? Rounding off. Let's see. Somewhere here-ish. Well, let's cut this piece out. Let's go ahead and cut this piece out. This was off of the bottle. I really like it. I don't need that part of the bottle. Let's keep this piece. And then I'll do something like this. And now we'll have all of this. And somewhere around here I need to turn, you know? I need to do like a turn so it can round it off. But see, I cut down here. I wish I wouldn't have done that. But I did. We're experimenting. So now let's round it off and hopefully bring it down. Okay, I missed that part of the cut, so that's good. I'm gonna line them up here. Okay, I'm just trying to decide if I want it over his ears or behind his ears. I think I'm gonna go with a little bit of waviness and then kind of wave it down to this sharp piece, which is really hard to see right now with the glare. So I'm gonna go ahead and move it. Let's see if I can see it better here. Now let's come up the back end. How much back end do I need? I need the full thing. So let's go ahead and just trim this piece off. I'm not gonna need all of that, but I'm gonna go ahead and trim that off so it disconnects. And since this is gonna keep dragging down on me, I'm gonna pull that off, and I might use some of that in a second since we've totally changed our direction here, but we need to make sure that it's not ripping on us. It has the double flag, but I don't think I'm going with the double flag. I think I'm just taking this one. So just gonna go like that. We still want it to come nice and sharp down here to the end without leaving the white, you know, can't do that. Oh, got too sharp. All right, there it is. There he is. He has his new face. I like his new face and I like his new look, but I think we need to do something else for him. So let's take a look at some of these other pieces real quick and see if we can incorporate something else into here, because I don't think we need to bring his eyes back into it. Okay, well, I regret to inform you that that collage project turned out nothing like I was expecting it to. Like, that's why it's an experiment. You know, I had all these ideas. I wanted to try to cut out these snakes, and they just kind of look a little cheesy to me. You know, it wasn't very good, and, you know, it's my first time ever trying to do something like that, so it just didn't look good with the piece. And then this car just didn't fit our guy. It's a little too shiny. I love this car. I'm going to keep this for something else. Can you see that? Let me focus in. Can you see the car? At least the car got a little bit of shine in this video, so the car did not work. Let's look at what else didn't work. This snake, he's a little funny. He's got a big head. You know, a lot of snakes have big heads, I guess, but that didn't work. Our shoe, sadly, our shoe did not make it into this collage. I don't know why, but I love this too. I'm going to put that with the car. We'll probably make that in a different one. Our splash. I don't know what you saw in this splash, but I ended up cutting it and cutting some pieces off. Kind of look like horns and stuff over here. That might have been what you were saying that you liked about it, but I ended up cutting it off trying to make it work, and it still didn't work. So we have this for another collage project. So there's that. I tried another snake out of red paper. Whoa. I tried this other snake out of red paper here, and it did not work. It's still a little goofy looking, and I was trying to incorporate the snakes because he's a cold-hearted snake. Let's see, we got one more snake, this black one. I guess maybe I could try to use these in the future, but I was just trying something. I was trying to, you know, incorporate some snakes. So since we're doing a collage experiment, guess what I did? I ended up cutting his face off again. This is like 3 collage experiments in a row. I don't know, 3 at least, where I was cutting the faces off. So looks like it turned out pretty cool this time though as well. Okay, so under this Chanel watch here, we have our quick collage art project. Are you ready to see what it turned out like? Now it's totally different than what we were expecting, but I think it turned out pretty cool. You ready to see it? You ready? Boom, there it is. You can see we cut his face off and we gave him that bandana. He's still a cold-hearted snake. You'll see from the short video, but I tried to incorporate this flag and I tried to put them all in there and then like took his face off. You can see I took his face off, and then we still used the background that I was planning on using just because the tint of the paper kind of works with the tint of this guy's paper. So that's why I tried to bring them together like this, and then I have the flags going all over the place, and I thought it was pretty cool. It was just a collage experiment, but I think it turned out pretty well. Totally different than what I was expecting, but I actually really like this piece. If you like this piece, make sure to give it a thumbs up. I really appreciate that. If you want to see more collage videos like these, there should be a playlist on the screen, so you can go and check that out. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and I'll catch you in the next one.